man. Say, man.
It's your boy Remy, man.
Nick Mitchell, owner, founder, Fresh Kicks Market.
DC Rock.
So my name is B.
You don't do nothing until we call you. We are here, Fashionably Late podcast, where urban fashion, streetwear, we just gonna talk the talk about everything with urban fashion and streetwear. Fashionably Late, we got sneakers, we got people that own their own brands, we got people that do art, we got a lot of aesthetics going on.
Thanks.
We here, we gonna do it, and we gonna be the best streetwear urban fashion podcast.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Podcast
We
should
be.
Facts.
Yep.
Number one.
I got everybody here, all my hosts here and such. So we're gonna do an introduction about everybody and get on to some other topics after that. We want to start to our right, start to my right. What's going on?
All right,
Tell the
man.
people who you are.
It's your boy Remy, man. Y0UNGREMY_ North Star. Shout out to my media company. You already know what it is. Go ahead. Give it to him, DC. Give it to him. Give it to him.
DC Rock, owner of Successful Clothing Brand, event curator, founder of Streetwear Fashion Week,
Talk to
and
him.
many more things.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Yeah,
Talk to
He's finna run down the list.
him. Keep going.
Been here for a second.
Yeah, matter of fact, I do speed networking.
Nineties parties too.
No.
90s party,
Wait,
Work Club
chill.
Atlanta.
Let's
Still
go.
on air, bro.
Let's
Tap
go.
in on all that. Tap in on all that.
Let's go.
Nah, what's up, B?
So my name is B. You know, I own and founder and designer of the B Word clothing line. I'm also a celebrity fashion stylist. I'm also a content creator, creative director. I could go run some lists too, but I don't know. I'm a hold it just a little bit.
She wore shorts today.
I'm gonna do it for the next one.
Bomb drop every time.
Don't pop it, B. We know you.
I'm gonna hold that for the next one. I'm gonna hold it. But you can follow me at b.kariah and the B Word LLC.
Big facts.
Word.
Talk to him.
It's on me?
Yeah.
Say less. Nick Mitchell, owner, founder, Fresh Kicks Market, entrepreneur, owner of Mitchell Based Solutions, which is a business consulting firm as well. But Fresh Kicks Market, I'm the sneaker guy. I'm here to talk about sneakers. I do a little fashion too. Got on my brand. As you can see, everybody got on their brand today.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we here, man. We live.
Yeah. Hey, man. Say, man. The answer who is Brax, recording artist, 1/3 owner. Can I kick it? Event curator. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Run it.
Yeah, man. We here to have a good time. What's up, DC?
So, everybody pretty much like run and own their own business and such. Anybody could start first if they want to tell the people about their business and how a little short summary on how you started your business or why you did your business.
So,
Say less. You want me to start off?
Come on.
We're going to go left. We went right last time. All right, so Fresh Kicks Market, man, it's a buy-sell trade event. Basically, we have vendors come out, they sell. We have people that come and they attend and they, buy, sell, trade. It's similar to SneakerCon. The way this event was born was out of the thought process of, how do we make this about the community instead of a transaction? Because we see a lot of these sneaker companies and buy-sell trade shows, they come, they get their money, then they go to the next city. But we like to promote local music artists. We like to promote local food truck vendors. We also have local vendors that do miscellaneous things. So we try to bring in the community aspect even more and celebrate, Atlanta, because we have a lot of stuff going on here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And we have a sneaker scene here that is crazy. So that's what Fresh Kicks Market is about, man. But we about to take it to a whole new level. And, merch and, branding and all that stuff is starting to come into play. So if you want to be a part of the community, at Fresh Kicks Market with a Z, tap in. We got content. We got stuff popping right now.
So
Big facts.
I wear size 5
Right.
in kids, just so you.
All right, we're going to write that down. In the Fresh
all
Kicks.
to the side.
12 beat on.
We're going size 12. So we got a size 12 and a
Before you
size
send
5.
out
Now
your
I wear
sneakers
size
to
12.
anybody.
It's over with you. Like you gonna have to get the second size 12. That's unfortunate. But I got you.
Do it a
Dang.
Let
What
me
is
know.
it?
Say that.
He said I can bend them toes a little bit.
Two of
Said he gonna
everything.
scratch
Take the soul out. Ain't nothing new.
Say less.
You gotta compromise.
Hey, they don't
sometimes.
know about that. They don't know about
That's a
that.
gym. That is a gym.
Oh, taking out the soul.
And if they too big, put the double socket.
Double socket.
You gotta
Definitely.
double socket.
Or stuff it in the very front.
In fact, you get the little protectors at the front.
Yeah, take up the space a little bit.
Sneaker hat.
Putting y'all
Sneaker hat.
on.
Sneaker hat.
Sneaker
putting
hat.
y'all
And to
on
keep
right
it
now.
from bending and creasing.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
It's a
Sneaker
fact.
hat is weird.
Yeah,
So
man.
be.
So, the Be Word clothing line was formed and founded in 2020, right before the actual pandemic actually dropped. So, I had got laid off from my job that I hated anyway. So, it's kind of like a push, like, okay, you've been wanting to get out of that 9-to-5 corporate world. You want to have something you own. You like fashion a lot, so why not just come up with some on your own? It is unisex, so it's for men and women. And I had dropped it on February 29th, so a leap year. My ass leaped right into goddamn COVID. We're trying to drop it, so I'm like, damn, ain't nobody worried about, no shirts, no clothes, no nothing. So to keep my business afloat, I taught myself, I bought like a bright ass hot pink sewing machine, the only one left. I hate pink, but I taught myself how to actually sew to make masks, and that's how I kept my business going, because at that time all the masks was sold out in the stores. Like, you couldn't go get a mask worth shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm just about to make, custom masks. I was doing different prints and fabrics
That's a smart
and
move.
all of
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
smart.
once it came back to some normalcy, then that's when I got back, okay, cool, people are actually spending now. And I also gained the knowledge that there were still people spending thousands of dollars during COVID, which are the people that I wanted to target. So I came out with my snapbacks, and made sure I had quality behind everything that I dropped from then on. So that's how I came with the B word. And for those that don't know what the B word stands for, it stands for beautiful, bold, brilliant, blessed, and a boss. It's not selling for the negative connotation. So I wanted my brand to have some meaning behind it, and you should feel that way when you have my brand on. You should feel like you are each and every one of those things. So affirmation. Far as styling goes, I always was tapping in with friends that wanted me to style them how I style myself. Inspiration always come from Aaliyah, how I dress, the tomboy era, and I mainly style men. So, DC wanted me to drop earlier who I style for, but I have styled Vito, that's my boy. I did his project for his album and his video for Forever. I also assisted in styling T.I. as well too on a video project, and also assisted styling Nelly for Motown and all that.
Yeah, she had celebrity.
So I have worked with them, and I also was honored to have been Alani Taylor, which is designer Murph. Shout out to Murph. Her assistant, she's a celebrity stylist as well too. Well, stylist and designer, I should say. She gonna get me for saying stylist, but she has designed for like Beyonce and the Baby and Cardi B. I ain't gonna name drop no more. But I was able to tap in that lane with her to really expand my resource, and being able to have these people in my life to be able to promote my brand. And certain people do have my brand. I ain't name dropping no more. But that's how I got in that field. And with building my own business in that aspect, that's where the creative content, creative directing, because it was me doing everything, and I had to be able to learn how to promote my own brand until I can build my team.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from.
Big facts. Fire.
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 Thank
Said
you.
people
Damn.
spending thousands, yo.
Yeah, during COVID.
Triple platinum.
Okay, listen, and I didn't even get it. I'm a legit business. Come on.
PVP with triple platinum.
Hey,
I know.
man.
Brax, what's up, man?
Easily.
Man, what's up? What's up, man? Hey, look, Brax just a kid from the country trying to make it out, man. But yeah, I'm a recording artist. Started doing that when I got to college, really just looking for an outlet, and kind of tried to take it to the next level, just kind of working around classes, working around school and work, and just kept the passion fueled, like just going. But with Can I Kick It, man, we started Can I Kick It, and I think we had our first interaction in like 2013. It was when my Uncle Terry Tetris, if y'all don't know.
Gang.
That's a
Big Mike,
yeah,
Cuzzo.
That's a big
You know.
low key legend out here.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
If you don't know, now you
Big
know.
low key
Yeah,
legend out
man.
here.
We gonna get him on the show one of these days.
Facts.
It's a must.
Got to.
Got to, but he got out the military and he had came to us and he was like, look, what y'all want to do? Like, it's time to start something. It's time for us to do something. And me and my cousin was both real big into sneakers, so it was like we want to do something with sneakers. And it just so happened that sneaker con, the All-Star game went in New Orleans in like 2013. It was like 2 days later. So he looked it up. He was like, oh no, we going. We going. I think we skipped my auntie birthday and everything.
Hey, not skip auntie birthday.
Hey, I'm sorry, auntie, but
Damn.
we hit that sneaker con, man. We met everybody that we were seeing on Instagram and all that stuff, and we just kind of caught a vibe for like the sneaker industry and everything. And we was just like, yeah, we think we could do it. So we started with sneaker cleaner, hit the road with that, went all over for like, probably like a year, just going to different military bases, different sneaker cons, different other sneaker conventions, and eventually started adding more and more products, and then eventually got into event curation and throwing shows and kind of just built it from there. So
Crazy.
So we
Crazy.
had,
Shout out to the whole Can I Kick It team.
Facts,
shout out to
facts.
the whole
Facts.
Can I Kick It
Definitely.
team.
Big
The
facts.
guys.
Man, with me, far as my brand Trap Successful, far as the word Trap Successful, I got it from my uncle and his people and stuff when he was doing what he was doing, and before they went out and wore jewelry and stuff, they would be like, I'm being Trap Successful today. So eventually I took the word and was like, I'm about to make it my own. I'm about to make it something else, because I had an endeavor before that was called Dope Dreams, and me and the partner at the time, we fell out. So I was like, damn, I need to think of something else that I could do. So Trap Successful came. That was about 2019. Trap Successful came, and then I really just started off with just simple words on a shirt. People just loved the word Trap Successful, so it just went like there for me. It just went good for me for a little minute. And then eventually I was like, I looked up to people like Pharrell and the Kanye's and the Virgils and even the Aaliyahs, and just, so I really thought in my head, like, all right, do I want this to really be a brand? Like, do I want it really to be a clothing brand, or I'm okay with just selling just t-shirts?
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't okay with just selling t-shirts.
Of course.
So I was like, all right, now I need to really see how I could, what I need to do, what I need to research to really see, okay, I really want to take this up a notch. I want to take it up a level.
Yeah.
So what I realized that everybody had manufacturers. When I was doing t-shirts, I was doing them myself by like vinyls. Like I was printing, pressing
That's usually
just
how
by
it go.
vinyls.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly how
So I
it
used to be in there with
yeah,
the
I
little
used to
tool.
be in there with the
is.
tool.
We know. Hey. Late night. Right.
That
mess
shit
up,
used
you
to
hurt.
be real.
God damn, it's smeared. Shit.
That shit used to be
Put it back
so
in the creek.
real.
Right.
That shit used to be
Recut.
so real. But yeah, eventually I just realized that big clothing lines had a manufacturer and somebody that actually did the printing and stuff for them, and they pretty much just thought of the ideas. So like I just started reaching out to people, and I took some losses with people that played me or didn't do what I need them to do and stuff like that. But eventually I got some connects that's like A1, and and to this day it's like 2+ years I stick to these connects. So really that's how it got started with Trap Successful. It went from just regular t-shirt, well really from the actual trap to
It was the trap.
yeah, it went from
That's
the
fact.
trap to t-shirts to like, all right, now
Yeah.
like I'm in New York Fashion Week and
That's
getting
fire.
invited to LA Fashion
Dope.
Week and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
even started my own platform, Streetwear Fashion Week. And how we got started with that was just, it's really just my peers and people around me and people that I mess around with and connect with. really just hitting me up like, yo, you going to New York Fashion Week, or do you got like some type of discount, or can I ride with you, or this, like they stressed out about getting to New York Fashion Week. So I was like, damn, I wonder why like they don't use these type of platforms in Atlanta. Like for the urban and the streetwear community. So I just started.
It's heavy here.
Yeah, I started just doing my research and stuff, and I just like, damn, it's never been like a real platform called Streetwear Fashion Week. Like the actual platform that just there's platforms for streetwear people that do fashion shows, but it's not a platform that just actually called Streetwear Fashion Week. So I just started. I called Remy. I called people and was like, yo, what y'all think about this idea? Everybody was with it. So I LLC'd it up. I trademarked it up quickly. and I was like, let's start this. And the first event was last year in 2022, and it went very well. Of course, we went through some things, but as far as the turnout, the community and the culture came out.
People was standing.
Yeah,
like
people was standing.
Sold out.
That's success.
No more seats.
So I want to keep doing it, and I want to take it on tour. And I always still want Atlanta to be the home of the big show, but I want to take it on tour and give people in other cities opportunities.
That's gonna be fine. I can't wait.
It's
happening. You just heard it first.
He just gave y'all
come to a city.
I ain't never really say that.
Look, that was the drop, the exclusive. Ping, 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 ping.
There you go. Cause
mic drop.
But North Star, Remy. I started really media consulting company that deals with BTS content and just event curation as a whole, but on the media side, capturing BTS, because that's always been my main focus growing up. Home videos, those are things you always get to look back on and see that it's raw material. So that's what we basically focus on, because everybody can always see a finished product. We all look good when we come on cameras, but how you look when you wake up in the morning, like, that's a real question. Like,
you've been trying to get me in that element for the longest, man.
Who you are, you feel me? Like, let me see what you look like.
Well, how about a bed? Remy right there.
That's that content,
bonnet and all.
That's what we're trying to get to, because it's one of those things that people don't really get to see, that raw, actually see how you are. So I just always want to bring that aesthetic to it, and it started with beat production, actually, because I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be a rapper.
Hey.
Then I was like, fuck that, I'm better at getting money. So I was like, bump it. I'm gonna just rather go get this money and really love the passion for what I do. I love streetwear. That's where me and DC link in very, very heavy. Known DC for a long time. Shout out to DC. Shout out to B. Nick's Brax for bringing them into the equation. And I'm a young nigga. I learned very, very quickly. That's how my company was developed. It was based off of trial and error, what to do, what not to do, learn your rights from your wrongs, and that's just where we at. And now this is even a bigger platform, because it's just one more thing I can check off the checklist that we're trying to get to.
Let's go.
Streetwear Fashion Week, September 1st. Through that 4th, come get it. You see who is sitting on these couches right here. You will see them there too.
Yes. Absolutely.
All us in streetwear.
Big facts.
Big boss.
Big facts. So real quickly before we end the introduction part of this episode, what's the first streetwear brand you remember wearing?
Damn.
Real quickly.
You talking about like as a kid, or just like now as an adult, or?
I think it just as a kid, period. Just like you remember, like that's what you was rocking. That's what you was.
When you say streetwear brand, you mean like a brand that we made look street? Because streetwear wasn't really that big.
Yeah.
Back then.
That too.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the one that I wanted myself. Like I want that. Like what comes to mind is Billionaire Boys Club. I remember when that was popping. Early on, the Evisu. I remember Evisus was popping, Jabos and stuff like that. So that's what's coming to my head right now. Yeah.
I know I was a Guess baby for sure. The denim, the jean jackets, and all of that. Daddy had me on point on that one. Tommy Hilfiger was in there as well too. The starter pullover jackets as well. Again, I told you I was a tomboy, so Dad had me on all the things that he was wearing as well too. But as an adult, now I go back and I could wear that, and now I have my own, spin on it. The tomboy, feminine, sexy vibes to it. Again, illustrating back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah was in that Tommy Hilfiger, and she made it like, oh shit, let me go. She got the flat stomach. Oh, I got a flat stomach. You feel me? So it definitely came from that era with fashion just starting period.
So, yeah, I think growing up I used to wear like a lot of like Polo Ralph Lauren. And I used to make that look streetwear to an extent. I used to have the preppy stuff on too, but I used to make that look real streetwear with the jeans. But other stuff that come to mind is like the velour sweatsuits. I think that was
remember the velour.
I think that was like Fat Form maybe.
And Sean John.
Go back far enough.
Right. Like I forgot about velour.
Yeah.
I think everybody had velour on.
Had to have the velour sweatsuit.
The windbreaker sets.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a lot.
Yeah. And then I think like maybe a little bit of True Religion early on. I think that was like my first pair of like designer jeans. Was like some True Religion jeans.
And Visus, they came out like around the same time.
Yeah, what is it? Red Monkey?
The Red Monkeys, they all came out.
Oh, y'all was just. I'm like, if I see another pair of same jeans with the rhinestones, bro. Oh my god. Damn.
It's like, Mom, you gotta get me
right.
Give me
red. No,
these are what's in right now. I promise.
They hot
Mom, look at the price, be like, what? You want these?
That's right.
And they this big?
Yeah. Fact.
Better wear these
Not all age.
I can even go back to like uniforms. This wasn't the French toast, it was Dickies.
Yeah, I did have my Dickie fit.
Yeah. Don't let you had a whole set.
Get the whole set. You gotta have the whole set.
And I had the Chucks.
Yeah.
Had the Chucks on
Had the
it.
Chucks
Had the
on
whole
Not
set.
the
Yeah.
Chucks, I
was
couldn't
on that
wear.
way.
I had some Chucks, but I
had
couldn't
some
wear too
all
many
whites.
Chucks because I was like, man, I can't walk in these all day, man.
That's a fact.
I
They
literally
do
gotta
be
sit
burning.
down and look fresh in Chucks, bro.
And the Vans too be burning.
Like, I don't know how old school players used to play basketball in Chucks.
That's
Like,
still
I'm
They
still
didn't
crazy.
play like
trying
we
to.
played. That's it.
This is
true.
They didn't play the game like
This
we
is
played.
true.
So no, they couldn't play.
It
this
wasn't
game.
as
Bro,
intense.
Dr. J was wearing Chucks though, bro.
Yeah.
And you
Balling
can't
on them,
say
too.
he didn't play like he
balling on
was.
them,
He was
man.
jumping all
This is
around the
true.
gym and all type of shit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dr. J
I
was
didn't think
wearing
about
Chucks,
that.
bro.
That's wild.
For real,
I know
bro.
every land in your bottom of your foot stinging.
That
Like,
shit.
whew,
That shit.
He wasn't walking after the game.
Yeah. They had to carry that boy.
inching off. Like, ooh.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Nah, as a kid, I remember Fubu. Fubu was definitely
Fubu
in my
was it.
closet a
Fubu
lot.
Platinum.
Fubu Platinum. All that was definitely in my closet a lot.
Used to steal them
Of course,
joints.
the Rocker wearing the Sean John.
Yeah.
Wear for sure.
The even Averett. Averett
Oh,
was in my
yeah.
closet.
Yeah.
Averett was in my closet. And then of course, like you got older, like he said, you got older. You really picked out your own style.
Yeah,
Billionaire Boy
yeah.
Club
Yeah.
and all that.
Bape.
Billionaire Boys Club. Then going back to you just making some shit look streetwear. Like you still wearing a
Right.
polo or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family was big on Lacoste. Like they just
Lacoste
wanted me
was
to wear something different.
Different.
Like so, it was just like an alligator instead of a horse on the shirt. That's all it was to me. But I just was like whatever.
Whatever you say, Mom.
Darn.
Yeah,
Darn it.
right. But yeah,
Nobody's wearing that one.
especially as a kid, I think Fubu was the most. Yeah, Fubu was definitely like in my closet a lot as a kid. Fact.
What do we question? What do we need to bring that back? Like when we talk about those black brands like Fubu and the Sean Johns and the Rockwarriors, they're not there right now.
Yeah.
Well, Sean John already coming back.
They coming back?
Yeah, did you
Sean John.
not
Fubu.
see
I
his
ain't
custom
Yeah,
fit?
Fubu just had a collection not
I
too
ain't
long
seen
ago
it.
too.
Fubu.
I needs to see
Fubu
it.
in stores like Forever
That far.
21.
Okay.
That
All right.
Forever 21.
Yeah.
I know Fubu is too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fubu.
cool.
Yeah.
They trying to.
I don't go to the mall, so now I know.
Me either, really.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
as
cool,
a
cool.
stylist, you gotta go shop for people. So that's how I was like, oh shit, is this Fubu?
Facts.
Dope.
Okay. All right, Damon, you coming back?
Damon
All
is
right,
not
say
playing.
less. Damon said I ain't for the food.
Promise he's not. Fashion influences, I would say from, like he said, Averex, Food, Platinum was definitely in the closet. Mitchell and Ness, because I had,
The jerseys.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, I had them
my
jerseys.
older brother, I take his jerseys and wear them to school.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like, cause
And
we was
then
in
get
that-
beat up.
Sorry, big bro.
We was in
Right.
that era. We was in that era. Like, yo, let me get this 2X. I had no business wearing a 2X jersey. I would say as far as jeans go, man, like, when I finally got my first pair, I was like probably in high school, and I hustled up enough money to get like some G-Star jeans, cause I was big. Like that was like, I was like, when I want them.
Yeah.
Like those is baggy jeans. I grew up off the Red Monkeys, the Jabos. Definitely grew up off them. Nietzsche. Academics. I wear academics heavy.
Academics,
I
y'all
wear
really
academics heavy.
LRG. Going
LRG.
back.
LRG.
LRG.
Did y'all wear Pelly Pill?
I got
Yeah,
Pellies,
Pelly Pill,
man.
too.
Echo.
Echo.
I was trying to think of
Echo
it.
too.
NYC?
Forgot about the Echo brand.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Was y'all on NYC?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when y'all watch this, don't go in the comments. Y'all old. Yes, this is our
Hey,
shit.
relax.
This is our shit.
Relax.
Y'all don't know these brands.
We
It's
really are
okay.
telling our age.
Even the
That's
graphic,
fact.
even
That's
the
a
graphic
fact.
tees was heavy in my fam. The Jeezy Snowman. I
Yeah.
got.
Yeah, I got
suspended. I was about to say I didn't
Yeah.
I
got.
definitely
Damn, y'all got
suspended.
suspended off for wearing that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
or
definitely
turn your
got
shirt
suspended.
inside out.
Facts.
Nah, they sent me home.
They was
I
like,
got one day. I went one day, and after that, my mom figured out what it was. I was
Yeah.
like, damn it.
Damn.
right. I wore that to school, and but it was like it was a lot of the NASCAR jackets,
Yeah.
NASCAR.
I used to have some of them too.
and I was big on I was definitely big on fitted hats and do-rags. Still
Of
am.
course.
So,
Of course. Look at what he's wearing right now, guys.
He's still big.
All right.
He's still there.
big on big.
He with the
I
current day.
never-
All right.
I never left,
Currently.
just made it a
With the
little bit
current
more
day.
modern. I
Absolutely.
never left, just made it cover modern because that stuff never goes away.
Oh, you know what we forgot? Airbrush.
We did. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Lot
saying.
29, lot 29.
The airbrush
yeah,
forces
yeah.
and the
Y2K
airbrush and the
era.
shirts and
That's a
the
fact.
The shirts, the everything. Goddamn.
airbrush.
Jean
Man,
jackets.
I mean, we did that like for seniors. We made our shirts and sprayed
fact.
like all of that.
Yep, he was
Yeah.
doing it.
Don't let it be a concert. It's over with.
Oh yeah.
Rap.
That's crazy. I forgot all about the
Soldier Boy
airbrush. though.
concert. It's
Man,
over with.
what?
I forgot all about the airbrush.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Your own airbrush
We
shirt.
had us
funny.
in a chokehold.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
funny. That's wild. Well, people, that's the introduction of us.
That's who you know who we are.
But we about to get
Right.
into some heavy debate, some heavy topics, some heavy Nike versus the world type things. But we are here, and I'm ready to get into this.
You just want to debate, man.
I'm ready to get into this.
You just want to
I'm
debate.
ready. I
They
refill
gonna
my
hate
cup.
me.
Refill my cup.
Some people gonna hate me at least. Nike versus the world.
Facts.
Got some
That's what we living in right now.
That's a
Nike
fact.
versus the
They
world.
suing everybody.
Yeah.
Off of one man.
Yeah. They suing everybody.
One man.
Everybody gets
Let's get in the first people that Nike is going at it with. Kai and Omni. There's one person we probably don't even really need to mention.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you don't, but he's there.
he's there.
Yeah.
part of the problem.
I mean, yeah, it's a fact. It's a
there.
fact.
Nike versus Kai and the other guy.
And the other guy. I like that one better.
And the other guy.
He's gonna be bad. He's gonna be so bad.
It was
Oh,
go
man.
spamming our comments on YouTube.
I'm sure Nick,
It's
you probably
Omni.
know like the start in the
Yeah. Well, shoot, B know just as much as me. She knows the technical part. I know
Y'all
just
can
what's
feed
happening.
off each other
He
and
getting
give
sued
us-
because you know his sneaker is very similar to the Jordan 1 silhouette. Really, at this point, to the untrained eye, is the only difference is the lightning bolt that he has on his. So you know, Nike said nah. I mean, at this point in time, after he's probably dropped, let's say what.
At least probably 12, 15.
I'm colorways.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, he
colorways.
all the way up there
Yeah,
now.
nah, his
Yeah.
colorways-
I'm talking about like starting. He didn't even drop that many
Yeah.
starting out. But to play off of that, people saying, well, Nike's trying to say it looks too close to their logo, but I don't understand how you can mix up a check mark and a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the fashion world, to be able to claim something as your own, you have to at least change 30% of the design, which he has technically. The lightning bolt, the back of the shoe, the sole, even where your shoestring going, he has an additional piece of fabric. How there's an indentation where the lightning bolt ends. So even I don't understand how you're gonna get mad after he's changed more than 30%. And once you change something 30%, that's how you could get it patent. He has it patent, and not just in-state patent, international patent. So you can't patent something if you didn't properly change the design. So he has the actual paperwork, which you can look up. I want to say he did the class 9 and the class 25. So at this point, Nike is just mad that he's producing better designs than Nike. And Kai has been a huge fan of Nike. He has probably every Nike pair of shoes you could probably think of. It's more so for him. It's like, you inspire me, and why don't we just connect and work together, which would be the smart thing to do, but they want to sue instead. I don't get it. Nike's completely some haters.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I'm on Kai's side.
At this point, I think they're trying to tie him up in legal litigation.
Absolutely, and feel like he not gonna be able to.
Yeah, he gonna run out of money. Like at that point, that's what it's looking like.
Absolutely,
he gonna run out of money. He gonna have to stop this at some point. But I mean, if we continue to support him, then he's still good.
And he's dropping his shoes differently from Nike as well too.
Yeah, I think he got at this point. I think he got a big customer base that's gonna support him. Pretty much no matter what.
Have any celebrities?
And he's recently done a collab with Moose Knuckles.
Absolutely,
which is huge. Yeah.
And you think they gonna collab if he ain't did the proper procedures to have the shoe?
They know something that we should know or don't know.
With Nike also, pretty much what Nike also trying to claim is basically to the people that's not up to date on the culture of sneakers and shit, and that just regular fan base of Nike's, pretty much because how they feel or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
they pretty much trying to claim that the Kai shoe looks so similar that it seemed like Kai shoes are like a partner with Nike.
So is that being taken off of a survey? Or are you trying to say they walk in a store and that's what they capture because it's not his shoe's not really in the store, it's online, or if he does a pop-up shop. Different dates, everything from Nike. So how are you determining that it's interfering with the look of it being the same? Like how are they getting that information? It has to be by a survey, or they're just determined by their team.
They made up in their head, really.
And who doesn't know the Nike check? They're almost a prisoner of their own success because you're so big. Everybody knows that check. If I put a lightning bolt instead of the check, they're like, oh, that's different. Like they're gonna catch it immediately. So, I think they're just trying to tie them up in.
Let me ask y'all this though: if y'all were Nike, would y'all be mad?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, and I like cool
Kai. Enough money for all of us to eat.
So I was
making too much money.
It is.
Yeah, like why? If you should be secure, like I was told when I was getting my brand right, that I can give you all the information, but I don't have to worry about what you're gonna do because I'm solid and confident in mine.
Not even necessarily mad, but would you feel some type of way though?
Bro, I want my money on.
I have a campus in Oregon. Like almost every the NBA is using my jerseys. I'm chilling. What I'm worried about?
But there's still somebody designing that. There's still somebody
that's
that
true.
designed
I would be mad as the
Nike, but and they look at Kai shit and it's somewhat similar.
I would be mad at the designer. I would be mad at the designer because shit. Goddamn, why didn't I think of this?
Is the designer still alive? This is the one we're talking about.
The one.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably feel some type of way.
As the designer, it'd be more like, damn, why didn't I think of this?
I would. I ain't gonna lie.
It depends on how much you really bit. Like I really. This is a generalization of everything. Not shout out Nike situation for sure, but if we gonna sit here and collab on ideas, we gonna sit here and have our conversation. Cool. But how much are you really gonna bite to where it's like, okay, now you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I might throw you some ideas. You threw it in there, a little razzle dazzle with your design.
Yeah.
But how much are you really gonna bite? So I see both sides. I always see it from both sides.
But I'm also the type of person. If I was Nike, I would reach out to Kai and be like, "Yo,"
and that's what I see.
I would be that type of person.
Yeah.
I would bring him on because you have to make the shoes fire.
I would be that type of person also, though. That's where I think Nike is messing up at.
Jay-Z said it. Jay-Z said he's like, there's somebody out there that's writing some shit. He like, and I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna sign them. Like he was like, before that person get too big, I'm gonna go ahead and sign them so they with me.
It's just like doing graphic tees. You technically supposed to get the licensing if you're doing any type of celebrity or whatever on a shirt. So it's kind of like, okay, if I grab the attention of you, that means I'm doing something right. So now at this point, let's find a way to collab, bring me on the team or something like that. And that's something that I feel like Nike should have did. If you feel like it's a real competitor, how about you just bring in your competitor and y'all collab? And
but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not finna bring nobody on my team who doing something we done already did. Cause the Jordan 1 something they already did.
But are they doing
the way that Kai's doing it though?
Bro, y'all lying.
I don't think they doing the marketing that Kai's doing it.
Yeah.
But
no, it's not even that.
They haven't did the colorways that's Kai doing.
The colorways that he's doing,
and the materials.
How much are you gonna bite?
Exactly. I see what you saying, bro.
But I'm saying
all the colors
and the materials.
All right, let's go into clothing. Like, hold on.
Okay, I got push shades on.
Oh my god.
See, this is why he wanted to have this topic because he wanted to debate.
Listen,
he knew where we was gonna go with this too.
It's a good one though.
Your B hats is known for you're really known for
your
hats.
You gotta
go there.
Come on.
Your hats is really known. All right, so say somebody look at your hat and they put a C and just put a red rose instead of the yellow. How would you feel?
Like in this
okay, then I know where that nigga got that design from, but he's still not me.
I'm him.
I am her. Like you're not. You're not
telling me if you're not in a position of where you can sue, you wouldn't sue. And you know you gonna win.
It's the level where they are.
But they're not gonna win though.
They're not gonna win. You're not me because matter of fact, there's a hat out that got a big ass.
You can go to war forever, bro.
On the hat that looks very similar to mine. Yeah. But am I fazed by it? No, because they're not me. We have different style. We have different meaning behind it, and we've been established probably prior to them. Just like Nike's been around since how long now? 70s. And you're intimidated by somebody that's just coming out in what year?
It's the young nigga.
It don't matter, bro. Market share is everything.
I get it, but that means Nike, you need to elevate then if you feel so threatened.
They got too many barriers. There's too many people that gotta go through.
They're far.
Nike regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
they're embedded.
Anywhere. But
how you don't go nowhere?
In that same breath, they brought Nigo on, and Nigo put the bait.
They realized Nigo was doing something before them, bro. That leather. Nigo was doing that.
Cool.
As far as I know, Nigo was doing that before.
So why is now Bait being sued?
And then Nigo with them.
Right.
And then Nigo with them.
They played a great chess move.
That was a chess move.
Shout
out to Nigo. Y'all go buy the Nigo.
Why?
They been being sued by the ones after Nigo left Bait.
No, they're being sued so they can say they're not discriminating against anybody that has a shoe that is mimicked by them because they didn't even sue Bait until after Kai. So Kai couldn't utilize what you ain't.
All right, but Nigo was gone from Bait after that.
Okay,
cool.
was
saying. Nigo was already gone.
Nigo been gone for a minute.
Nigo was gone already.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Y'all just
so you want to bring Kai? Are you gonna bring Kai eventually? Is that what they're saying? That eventually we gonna bring him on. But at the end of the day, Moose Knuckles
gonna bring Kai.
Moose Knuckles still did they collab with him regardless.
I think for a couple reasons they're not gonna bring Kai. I think because
I even feel like Kai is open still even after this.
I think it's because of race shit.
Of course,
they're not gonna bring him.
Absolutely not.
And I think because they the back and forth already been happening.
Absolutely,
Nike really did something.
Like they not gonna.
He might just settle with him actually. Yeah, he might just settle with him and keep doing what he doing.
Yeah,
if he do that, he out of there. Because I mean, technically they won't win because he got all the stuff he want. But if, like he said, they can tie him up for a long time.
So let's put this in perspective because this is also. I'm happy he brought this up. Nike did drop a shoe that they had DJ Khaled push that was similar to a Kai design.
Absolutely.
How
So
long did it take them to drop that?
But
though?
Right.
you know what's crazy? And I ain't gonna lie, I think it was a shot. Nike.
No, it definitely was a shot.
Because
It's definitely a shot.
they said
So
on the
now-
back, Clone X.
Okay, so Kai should be countersuing, which he is, Nike.
Yeah.
And then they dropped
We could both play this game. Like, we're going to
But
go
see-
tit for tat. Okay,
But
come on.
you know what I really think it is?
Yeah.
I think once these designers that's biting this silhouette, I think once they started getting them big collabs like a Moose Knuckle,
Moose Knuckles, yeah.
or like with Bape doing like the
Yeah.
Marvel collabs and stuff like that, I think that's when Nike was like, all right, that's money that we could have been
like,
getting.
whoa.
It's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like-
that makes sense. Yeah, whoa, all right, whoa.
That's Nike's fault for not thinking of it. And you
Nah.
should have pulled on the people that were thinking of it. You could
Nah,
have
that's
capitalized
They're
on
not
it.
The
getting
thing that
those
we
designers,
facing as
though. They're not getting
facing
them.
as a culture anyway. Them bigger companies don't want to collab with us.
And that's
'Cause,
fine. They just want to steal.
we all know race is one of the reasons.
It's a fact.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
the
the
number
other
one.
reasons we don't know, but it is what it is.
That is the
Like I
overarching.
said, man, I want to get Kyle on the show.
Absolutely,
I want
please.
to
Yeah,
get
Kyle,
Kyle on the
please.
show.
Bring some sneakers
We
with you too.
I wear a
Yeah,
size
yeah.
5.
Alright.
Again, size 5.
You can bring the low and the high if you want to. Low
Yeah.
and
Any
high.
color that you want, I will
Matter
be
of
happy.
fact, we could get the other guy on the show too. I'll let him. We can let him state his case.
That'd be
I
I mean-
saw a couple interviews. From,
Yeah, fool with him.
let me not call him the other guy, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Omni. What? Omni? Is it Omni or is it Omni?
It's
Omni.
one on me.
Omni.
It's
Omni.
Omni.
Look,
I
sorry,
saw a couple
Omni.
interviews. He an intelligent person.
That's a
Do
fact.
I agree with
Is
what he
he?
did?
Is he
No.
intelligent?
No, he's intelligent.
I'm talking about in his decision making. Is
That
he
was
intelligent?
He didn't
Nah,
think he was
that
gonna
was
get
a
caught.
bad
Yeah, niggas
move.
gonna-
Hey, he didn't think he was
And
gonna
his
get caught.
decision making.
That was a bad move.
That's what I'm talking about. Are you
But if
really?
you know him, what he
Absolutely.
do is bad moves. If you know him.
Bad.
But I'm talking about he's
Reflexive
intelligent for as like I
yeah.
saw his interviews and I was like,
Yeah,
oh damn.
absolutely. He
I'm
just
like,
not
I'm
in his
impressed.
decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Took a risk.
But I would want him on the show. I think it'd be
Facts.
entertaining
cool.
and I
Yeah.
think it's something.
I mean, I'll wear
like
size
we all
5.
could debate.
Facts.
You
I
want to
don't
bring?
want his shoes.
Yeah. Oh, you hear that? So do not bring your shoes, Omni.
Bring me
Yeah,
into
right.
it,
Yours-
Omni.
Look.
Fool with me. Bring me into it. Sign them joints too.
I just keep them in the case. I ain't gonna wear my side, but
I don't
you know,
want them to think I'm a part of
Size
anything.
12.
right?
I mean, I fool
You
with
got a
you.
size
But
12
Nike,
back there.
Nike versus Bape.
Okay.
So let's talk about. I felt like this been supposed to win on. I don't know why
Absolutely.
it took so long, but I don't.
Because of Kai.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know why.
Kai and others. Yeah,
I don't know
mean,
why
yeah.
such
I
and
mean,
such. I know Bape came out like in the early days. Like Pharrell introduced pretty much Bape to the U.S.
Ice
and
cream
such like that.
cone and all
And all
that.
that. To me, Bape. When I saw Bape, it stood out because of the leather.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
patent leather.
I didn't
Patent
see
leather.
that from
And
Nike
the colorway,
and
too.
Jordans yet. I didn't see that really
Facts.
that patent leather that heavy yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
colors
The bright
and all that.
colorways. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's just like, you know, you got these people that thought about it, and now I'm like, oh, we should have thought about it. Well, why don't you bring those people on that thought about it, and
Yeah.
you can
Can't control those
monetize off of it? You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to stop them. You can't control it, so why not just bring your enemies closer than just let or want to sue them, because they already built up a strong fan base. People are not going to not buy their shoes.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think Bape always has some exclusiveness about
He
themselves. Like if you see somebody with Bapes, you know like they know a little something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
probably know the
Yeah.
age,
Yeah.
too.
That shit still happen to this day. Like if
Nah,
I
for
see
real.
somebody with Bapes, I'd be like, damn. They
Which
know
I
a
haven't
little
seen
something.
nobody with some
Hey, I
babes on
promise
in a
you.
minute.
Right.
In person,
Soldier
to be
Boy.
honest.
Hey,
I got me some bathing apes. Like he made like you gotta think about bathing apes and what it did for us as a
Yeah.
culture. At the
I
time.
mean, I see
side,
like they're.
side note,
Yeah.
was Soulja Boy really first? He had the Yums? Was he
Nah.
really
Nah.
first?
Nah.
No, I'm talking about in terms of this wave of us just doing our own thing and making our own sneakers. Like, I didn't see nobody doing their own sneakers before Yums. Like, their own?
I don't
Like
think
as a
so.
black
Nah,
dude?
Birdman
How
had
far-
the sneakers with the money clip, man.
Young's was before
He did.
That was before the Birdman shoes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
shit don't count.
Yeah, I'm about to say, dude, those really
Hey,
count.
hey, bro.
Hey,
Like,
I
wow.
bought them just for the money clip. I promise.
That's
you,
fire.
bro.
Hey, I'm with those shit. It had a money clip on the shoe.
Look.
Played too much.
Oh, I know.
It had a money clip on the shoe.
No, it came with a money clip. Like,
as
you know how some shoes come with extra laces? It came with a money clip.
I ain't even gonna hold you. That's fine.
That's hard.
No, bro.
I want my Birdman money clip. Birdman, I know you got a couple pairs left. They ain't buying them joints. Send me a size 2. I want a money clip.
I want a money
That's
clip
fire.
too.
Because I know you ain't got this money clip, my nigga. I know you ain't got these.
Yo, that's I don't even remember
Like,
them
when did you
joints.
get the money
Me
clips
either.
with no money?
You didn't get money in the clip. It just came.
Came with the clip.
But what's the deal with the money clip?
Oh,
You got the shoe.
Receipts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Put them on the shoes.
But
Figure
in
it out.
terms of the
The Youngs
silhouette,
came out before the G Unit.
no, it's not him having his own sneaker.
Why
but-
you laugh?
That's wild. That's
Hey,
but him having those are similar to the forces.
hey, you'll wear K-Swiss before you wear some Yums? Oh.
He brought the case with back.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God. You'll wear the
Here you
K-Swiss
go.
before you wear the
I'm
Yums?
wearing the Yums, man.
Are you serious?
I'm wearing Yums. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You said that with all sincerity. It was like,
I'm
bro,
wearing
I'm wearing
Yums.
Yums, bro.
Stop hating on K
With a
Swiss.
triple white
Just hate
t-shirt.
for
Oh,
K-Swiss.
yeah.
Ridiculous,
With a
y'all.
That is crazy.
Shout out
We-
to Soldier Boy.
Big
We could
Draco.
get an
Draco.
endorsement by K Swiss now.
Pull up with the Yums, folks.
We
We want a
might
size
be coming
12.
out with some Yums. Some Yums.
No,
Hey.
you can keep them yums.
Yums with
Soldier
triple-
Keep
Boy, if
them.
you watching
with
this,
triple
bring back
platinum
the
in the hood.
Yums, man.
Bring back the Yums.
Nah,
Bring
but I
back
don't
Bring back the
think
Yums, Big Draco.
I don't think the Nike versus Bape is as important as the Nike versus Kai.
That's
Why
a
not?
fact.
Because it's mimicking off of the Air
I think
Forces.
Race. I'm sorry.
It's a race thing.
You gotta
It's a
put it-
race
You gotta
thing.
put it in.
Those
there.
are
Definitely
Air
race thing.
Forces with patent leather and a shooting star.
Yeah, but the patent leather make a big difference. I think.
Okay, so they changed 30% just like I.
Yeah, they did. That's why race is such a big thing in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
If we're gonna compare, it's the same thing.
But it is like Brax said. Once that Marvel and stuff start hitting, and then because Marvel wasn't big back in the day.
Yeah.
Like it
Nah.
wasn't as it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all gonna continue to
In
do
the
Marvel?
comic book era, it was back in
Yeah.
the day.
But no, I'm
and the
talking about in
cartoon.
terms of pop culture. Like Marvel
Oh,
is like
yeah.
a thing now. Like
Big, yeah, big.
I am Iron Man type shit. So it's
And
like
they
yeah.
doing all the anime and stuff too. All them collabs
That's a
that done
fact.
got huge.
Dragon
And
Ball
stuff.
Z
Yeah,
did a
Dragon-
collab.
So
Amen.
no, that's real. I mean, I think once they started doing those,
about
it's big.
Nike signing Nico, like I think it been in the books, to be honest.
So you
Yeah.
feel like it was
Like
a chess
I don't
move?
think it was a coincidence that Nico left, and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden, like, it's been a while since Nico left Bape, but
Yeah.
still, like, now we got the news Nike signing Nico, like, that's
Yeah.
but they
crazy.
trying to shake the game up now. Like they feel like they're a little stagnant. There's been like reports of them, feeling like they're a little stagnant in what they're doing, and the reason why is because of Kai and Omnis, and because they don't. Kai and them, they don't have a barrier. They don't have a hierarchy they got to go through. Kai say,
Right.
Yo,
They got to
put-
get everything approved.
yeah, put some light blue on this, put this suede on this, boom, it's gone, it's done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
They
not
got to
like,
stick to the script. and
yeah,
they don't.
gotta.
We ain't got to answer to nobody, basically.
Then they gotta
Right.
launch those in the holiday, and then like it's a
They got a whole
yeah,
schedule
it's
to
a
roll out. It's
and
the
shit,
apps.
like,
It's the what store gonna have it. It's just
Kai ain't got none of that.
I
Yeah.
feel like they're just jealous of the fact that he's free,
Yeah.
and they're not
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
They could be free, but they won't budge and adjust.
yeah,
That's how most bigger companies is, though.
No, they're set in their ways, just like
Yeah.
older people. They are set in their ways. You can't get them to change or do anything that you want them to do because this is how they've been doing it, and it's been working for all these years. So why would we change anything?
Right, right.
Then they're gonna bring in to try to have somebody change it up a little bit, but they still only have so much that they can do.
Yeah.
Fresh idea wise.
Well, you also got to think once you're a publicly traded company, you got a board too. You feel me?
shareholders.
So
yeah.
it's like,
Absolutely.
all
Got
right,
more
the
people you gotta
board
They
is
deal with.
stuck.
You
Yeah,
got more people you have to deal with.
yeah.
They
So
stuck.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
the-
have
them
all of
shareholders
that.
ain't us.
Yeah.
They ain't-
Absolutely.
They're like, hold up, what y'all trying to do?
But
Nah,
Nike, you don't
bro.
have to worry. We're still gonna buy Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nike's gonna forever be bought.
We still
Like,
fuck with
you can't
y'all.
really- it ain't
Yeah.
too many.
Air
people-
just came out,
It
which
ain't
was
too-
fire.
That
Yeah.
movie was. I don't like how y'all really ain't
Yeah,
showing
I
Michael
like
Jordan.
them. I like that movie. Though.
Right, I was
gonna
trying to
cost
figure out
too
why
much.
didn't they show Michael Jordan
It's gonna
like
cost
It's gonna
himself.
cost too much.
It's gonna cost too much.
Yeah, Mike.
But it
wanna
was
check-
good,
But he
though.
was a part of the movie. If y'all
Yeah.
didn't know, he told
Yeah.
them
He told
like,
them what to do.
"Yo, we can't do this movie if
It's not done
Viola
right."
Davis not playing my mom."
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and
that's
she
a fact.
did her
She did her
thing,
thing.
Yeah.
as
She did.
always.
Went crazy.
It was very good.
It was informational too.
Absolutely.
To learn as far as just how that market was, how Nike actually came to be, because some people really don't know, like the Nike waffle shoe. Nike is really a running shoe company.
Right.
Like it really went from the waffle shoe to then you get into the Cortezes, and then you get into that. Oh, we got Jordan. That's literally, to me, the three breakdown.
Even negotiating his contract, and even to be able to utilize him.
Like, look, I need
like,
to
no, we need
That.
this. Absolutely.
But deeper into that, the landscape of the sneaker game now, like the fact that you see Kyrie's, you see PG, you see LeBron, you see Kevin Durant, like it wasn't like that. All the stars were wearing the same shoe with just different colorways. Like, here goes the Converse All Stars. Everybody grab this in my colorway. Like, it wasn't a one person is this brand type deal. So it changed the whole landscape of sneakers in general to where you get to have players that have their own sneaker lines and models and stuff like that. So it's dope.
Yeah, I am curious on how they even came up with the silhouette. Like, where did you get the idea of the silhouette?
The actual dude that was making the shoe, like, what did that?
Like how did you even come up with this silhouette to say this is gonna be the one? Like, where it came from? Like, you had to be inspired by something.
I think they made enough room where they could come out with a part 2. For the simple reason that
there's more we need to find out.
There's more that we need to find out.
Because you have
for one reason like that, and I want to know the marketing wise, how Jordan became so big. Like, all right, Jordan is out, like he signed a deal, this and that. We finally got the deal done. That was pretty much into the movie.
I mean, the marketing part is him, how well of a player he was. That's what it was all wrapped around, and that was already being captured. You know,
but they got also the dope commercials that they did. They went and got Spike Lee. They went, like, we saw all this shit in person, but I wonder, like, the behind the scenes of it, the process of
And they got to talk about Tinker too, because I think Tinker came in on the Jordan 2, right?
And Tinker need to have his own documentary in general. I think he's a pioneer. I mean, at first, they need to focus on that instead of suing people. Focus on
making these great.
They might as well start making movies behind all this shit.
Make movies and shit. Like, y'all do it.
We went from Nike, and then it was Nike Air. Remember, it wasn't. It wasn't Nike. Everybody don't know that it was. You went from Nike, and then you had your shoes that came out. It was Nike Air. It was that was their collab. That was the first role of collaboration. So when you really think about it, like, we got names on a lot of this stuff now that they was doing back then that they don't know. That back then was just a big collab for Nike. They landed when they did Nike Air, because only certain Jordans dropped under Nike Air.
That's fire.
That was.
Nike did their thing. They know what they're doing. So
I think they gonna.
Why wouldn't someone follow it to see how you've gotten here? So you just pretty much laid out the blueprint of how to get here.
Yeah, but they on some shit like, yo, if y'all gonna follow our blueprint, y'all got to do it under us. Okay, and I'm not saying that's right at all. I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying that's what they own.
Yeah, so also too, like, in our culture or whatever, how would we essentially know how to get in contact with that person? And if we do find the contact, how do we actually get to them to even ask the permission?
Nah, they on that shit too. Like, yo, we'll let y'all know when y'all ready to come.
Nah, for real.
We'll come find y'all.
We'll call you.
It's like, so you want us.
You don't do nothing until we call you.
Whoa.
Don't move.
So, like, it's like, what you want to do? You want us to grab your attention, or do we want to come and ask and try to figure out how to get to you and ask permission?
Original silhouettes. That's what they want.
Okay.
Yeah, the silhouettes they've been coming up with has not been, and that's probably why they're stagnant. They haven't been, up to the freshest silhouettes that we've had, like, in terms of, like, innovation and stuff. It's been easy, like, in terms of it just being different and new and just
because
fashion forward.
Even like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, they all mimic a Nike silhouette.
Nike too, man. I think they more focused on the person that's promoting the shoe than actual making a good shoe and the different silhouette. I don't think it would be hard for them to make a cool different silhouette if they focus on that. I think they more focus on the person promoting the shoe and this and that. Like, we gotta say, like, Kyrie Irving looked somewhat like the Jaws.
Yeah, the job is solid.
Yeah, the jobs they both solid, but I'm saying they both look alike, and it shouldn't be that way.
That's a fact.
Y'all got enough money, enough everything for people to have different silhouettes, and
I think they're lazy,
and we're not.
They
in
got
that,
too much money.
We're not in that
It's
era.
like, why change it?
It's just too much money being made.
Yeah, that's why they go on the war forever
It's really
with everybody.
just too much money being made, bro, by them
daily.
Because we're not in that era of where if you are even going to focus on a player, at least back then when you focused on an athlete, their shoe did not look like nothing. Like the Vince Carter Shocks didn't look nothing like the T-Max. It looked nothing like or your AIs. You knew those were AIs. Like
Charles Barkley.
It was Bart Ewing's. Like you knew what certain shoes looked like.
It's a fact. It's
Today,
kind of harder
They
now.
stood out.
Yeah, it's harder now.
Even LaMelo Ball's Pumas look like Kyrie's and
lazy.
I like the LaMelos though.
I like the LaMelos out of both of those. LaMelo. Send me a size 12 because I definitely fuck with them.
Two of them.
It's just either the laziness and the creativity, or they do have some creative stuff and it's being denied.
That too.
But that's why
It might be somebody in there like, we really should release these designs, and they're like, no.
Damn.
It could be that too.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. No, that's fact.
Puma always drops a hard basketball shoe.
They do. Like I don't think Puma's getting enough love right now.
They've been getting love from Nipsey with his collab in the marathon. I think that's the
Dreamers. The Dreamers are tough.
I think marketing wise though, I think they need to up it.
They
need to up their marketing.
Puma. I think they were doing really well for utilizing that Nipsey Hussle collab, but other than that, they don't really have anything to spark you to go get Puma. Cardi B too. They had a collab with her. I didn't really care for them, but
one thing about Nike, they gonna do that marketing.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
You gonna see
random commercials, somebody running on the track.
That's
a Nike sign
working out,
pull up out of nowhere.
Just do it.
It ain't gonna be nothing else.
The screen will go black. Just do it. You like, damn, I need to go just to the mall right now. Like, damn it. I need to get them.
And going back to Kai really quickly, if he was doing his marketing like Nike, then that's when we wouldn't have an argument. Like if you really mimic every single thing, okay. But it's just like they're different in their marketing.
Yeah, we're gonna get Kai up here, bro.
Facts.
We're gonna get Kai up here.
Please.
We're gonna get Kai up here.
Please get him. Or do we need to come to you? Where you at?
We can come to you.
Yeah.
That's also a fact.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Just let us know. Drop the pin.
Drop the pin.
Yeah,
Cause he coming out with he got his clothes and everything.
Kai Tech.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like when people
he got even vector pack. Yeah, he got Kai Tech. He got vector packages where
he has on air tags. He got Kai tags.
Yeah, his own card
like
too.
Kai Tech, like Nike Tech. It's the same.
Here we go.
Nike over there. Oh shit, they got Nike Tech. They got Kai Tech too.
Okay. So he got fashion clothing
he
vectors.
could have named it something else, but we're not gonna go there.
My bad.
Okay, so something different that he has. Listen, he has where the kits, the vectors, where you can design your own fashion. He has those. Nike don't have those. Just saying.
Hey, Nike. It's another thing you don't have.
We're gonna get Kai up here, and then we're gonna get some type of Nike rep up here.
Oh man,
we're gonna have them both in the same room.
They be looking at each other like.
Now you gotta have them sit next to each other.
Nah, we all gonna be looking at each other.
Hey, listen, I might have somebody that works for Nike that I could reach out to.
No, that'd be crazy if we did that.
They might say,
I'm down to make it happen. Make it happen. I'm down.
Have them sit next to each other. They gonna be looking like each other.
I'm down. I'm
Have
definitely
with the Nike gear, did the Kai Tech.
Throwing up they look. You already on your shit today. Look.
Oh man,
throwing up they.
Oh man.
All right, let's get into this. Let's get into Young Ja, man. Ja Morant.
Young Ja.
Ja Morant.
It's a parade inside my
city. Parade inside my city.
Fam, nah.
No.
Before we talk about,
he said no, it's not.
Before we talk about what he did wrong in the NBA. We gotta give him congrats regardless of his shit selling out like quickly. Yeah. What was it? He sold out like
10 minutes, 2 minutes?
I think it was I think it was like in 2 minutes or something like that.
Sold
something
out
crazy
quick
and still going.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what happened. Like, everybody was still supporting. So I don't know if it was because they believe him as a player or that they want to buy to help keep money in his pocket as well because of the suspension.
I think it's this generation.
Yeah, I'm about to say
it's the generation. They don't care.
They fucking with it. Yeah,
because they doing that too. Actually,
they love Young Boy.
Yeah,
Young Boy is like the voice of that. Like, and I'm telling you,
hey, the gritty is crazy right now.
Young kids out there, even if they don't listen to Young Boy, that's still like a fan of how Ja play the game of basketball. Like they still a fan of NBA Ja, regardless of. In
regards to like Ja, what he is doing, yes, he has some responsibility in it, but I also feel like the people around him recording him has the responsibility because it's like, why are you recording me?
Yeah.
If they didn't record him, nobody would know. It ain't like he had his phone and doing it. It's your boys around you recording and then posting it.
That too.
Yeah. But. Well, from my understanding, it was alive. And for instance,
if we on Instagram
Live, if he went to the NBA, every time I win him, I'm probably gonna go live on some shit like, "Yo, I'm proud of my nigga."
That's what I said. I wasn't completely taken away.
This nigga all of a sudden pull out a strap out his book bag. What the fuck you doing, bro?
Like, end it.
Fucked up the bag.
Oh man.
All of a sudden, told you.
So one was.
I'm just going live.
So one was alive and one wasn't though, right? Or was both of them alive?
All of them was live, but the second one was his homeboy, and it was
his homeboy's.
From what I seen, it looked like his homeboy was like, "Oh damn, you pulled it out. Let me put this down." Yeah. But I mean, he already had it. Like done. For that snippet, you seen him pull it out.
Just a second.
Literally, I was like, bro, all right, man. I guess.
I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with John. Like, we could all say, like, for instance, who made a good point? Damn, I can't
talking about that Wayne interview.
Wayne made a good point to me.
Wayne
made a little good point to me. He was like, "Yo, if you look up Ja, he from a small town. This and that. This type of shit happened in his town. How we know Ja is not like that?"
And that brings me to my next point, because I had this debate with somebody, but I also heard it somewhere else. Will we care as much as if it really wasn't Ja Morant? Like, let's think of,
we wouldn't care.
So we wouldn't care, right? No. So think about it like this. So it's one of those things to where it don't matter how famous you can be, because you could be a rapper and be doing the same thing. We're not gonna look at it the same, are we? No. We're not gonna look at a rapper doing, but then on the pro side of it, you gotta understand you still are a professional athlete. That is what a pro is. Pros and cons means pros. You are a professional. That is a positive thing. You are not promoting a positive message. So that's the type of side that some people are seeing it on.
Well, you gotta,
because rappers, we don't say you're a professional rapper. Like,
and that's the persona.
So those are the two.
That's the persona that you're trying to project. Yeah. When you play in the NBA, technically you are an employee of the NBA. So if the rules of the NBA say, "Hey, you can't pull out the strap," stop pulling out the strap.
But a spokesperson did make a point. I can't remember his name, and we can try to find it earlier. But pretty much he was defending Ja Morant. Basically, it was somebody in the government. I can't remember exactly who it was, but he was like, how is it okay for this family to promote guns with their child had a gun, wife had a gun, the guy had a gun, and nobody had an issue, but it's right. And then he has a gun now, it's an uproarious issue. So it's like, how is this okay and this is not okay? It's pretty much saying the same thing. You're supposed to be a political leader, showing the world of everything. So how can you really have an issue?
I think it's the brands that they represent too.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do get that as well. It was just kind of making a point. Y'all choose what to have an uproar about.
Selective outrage.
Yeah.
But I think that as far as like him just getting all the blame, like compared to like rappers and stuff, a lot of like big brands do mess with rappers, but they not making rappers the face of that company. And if they do, it's gonna be a rapper that's real clean cut, you know, like
always. But I'm saying, like, if we just speaking on it from like a GP, like, just if we just sitting here talking about it, like I told people, we wouldn't care if it wasn't Ja Morant. But the fact that we know the stature of what he plays in the NBA, which is a professional sport, so we do see both sides to it.
Honestly, the people that had an issue was just the NBA. It wasn't really like his fans necessarily or people that just seen it. It was maybe shocking, but I don't really think anybody had a true issue outside of the professionalism of it.
Me personally got an issue because I want to see Ja play.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Like,
Yeah,
I want to
we
see
wanna
Ja
you
play. Like,
bro.
for me, when LeBron retired, like, I don't see nobody else being the face of my favorite player to see play other than Ja.
I cried a little.
Yeah.
Like, I
I'm
don't
be
really
hurt.
see nobody else.
That's gonna be a sad day.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
you ain't gonna go for Bronny?
Don't bring that
Huh?
up.
You ain't gonna go for Bronny?
They ain't the
Ronnie
same.
got another 2 years.
What you mean? We
before
going
he
straight out to
coming to the
USC.
NBA.
Yeah, so
But
it ain't the same, though.
like, they gonna like for the first.
Steph Curry?
What was it like? It's the first like.
That's a different
Steph.
fan base.
I'm kidding, guys.
Steph
Relax,
Curry,
relax,
bro.
relax, relax.
We gotta put you on the other side.
Yeah. Like, I'm cool with your stuff, but that's
Yeah, I really
games right
see
there.
It
Ja
was
as
a
like the
joke.
face of the NBA. To be honest, like
Yeah.
LeBron getting that age where he about to retire in a year or two or whatever the case.
That's fact.
Honestly, Ja, he just reminds me of
Hey,
Iverson.
That's
yeah,
all it
that's
is.
what
He
I'm
was
saying.
Iverson.
He was a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI was a rebel.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
still
kind of
love
like
him.
in that
We still
same
love him.
element, honestly.
And I
But
honestly
AI
think
wasn't
that's
doing this.
He wasn't.
What?
Hey, I wasn't doing.
Hey, I
this.
wasn't doing this, but you gotta. Okay, so here we
yeah,
go
AI
again.
getting a fight in
You
a
gotta
bowling
think about
alley or
it.
something like that.
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
before he went to the NBA.
No, that's
Yeah.
before people was really using guns.
Right.
In bowling
It
alleys.
wasn't
Yeah.
done on the
We gotta
NBA
think of the stature of
platform,
what we're
really.
in now. Yeah,
Yeah.
like AI was in a bowling alley fight, but Ja into that. That's why people aren't reacting to it the same way, because you see guns all the time on the internet, don't we? We see this all the time on Instagram, don't we?
Fact.
So from a younger people's perspective, it's like, oh, this is, even though it's not okay, I'm not saying it's okay, but
Yeah.
it's normal. It's normalized in their head. Oh, he pulled out a strap on Instagram. Like, oh, shit. I mean,
I ain't
My
doing
homie
it.
just did it the other day.
you feel like so, and it's not
Yeah.
promoting a good message. Like
It's
it's not.
not.
Yeah,
It's
I'm just
not.
saying as far as from what they see in their heads, like. Yeah, when we knew about AI, we knew he got in his trouble. We knew what he did, but we loved him as a basketball player.
No,
I
but
love
not
Ja as a
far
basketball player.
professional I don't think
Yeah.
as
He's
far
not
as
being
I
professional.
don't care. I don't really care what generate. As far as professional athletes, that shit would never be normal for me. Like professional athletes,
Not a professional athlete.
Nah,
Yeah.
you already made it to the NBA. Maybe if you were still in college or senior in
Even
high
then.
school, maybe then you get some leverage. But you're already, and you already know you one of the top players in the NBA.
So
at that,
And you have a little girl that's looking up to you, too.
And you not even
That's
that. You
just
got
and
other
your
other.
dad
stuff.
in the front row at every game. Like, I wonder what's that conversation.
That's what I'm
like?
saying. The
What's
people
dad
around
and
him, I
John's
feel like
conversation
they're not holding
They
him
said his
accountable,
mama be
responsible.
calling, like his mama be calling him to handle shit. So I don't know, but
That's
I don't,
This
like,
is
I
I
agree.
still support Ja. If you get a hold of this podcast, I still support you. I want you to
Absolutely.
play no matter what.
Yeah, easily.
Absolutely.
But-
And get the help that you
Yeah.
need. If you
Whatever
need
the
some help, talk
case.
to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Whatever
throw
the
away
case
your
is.
career.
Man, get clarity.
Right.
I honestly though, bro, like, don't get me wrong. I get that it sends a bad signal, but how you get in trouble for something that's a constitutional right and you're not a felon? I'm not trying to get
I
political.
understand.
No, I agree with
but
that
you-
too.
I
Absolutely.
get what you're saying.
But it's literally in the Constitution, bro. Like, you have the right to bear arms. So why is
Sports
And
Anchor
understand-
said that too.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
That's what I was saying.
JJ
It's
Redick.
just
Yeah,
like,
JJ Redick said it.
yeah,
JJ
that's
Redick-
probably the same
Yeah,
episode that I'm
JJ
talking about.
did say you right.
I get it. I get it.
It's
but
just
at
like
the end of the day-
anybody can have a
But
gun
it's
right
not
now.
A right for as it's a constitutional right, but it's not an NBA right.
It's not an
So,
NBA
hey,
right.
it's
You
not.
the
And
play,
I
like,
get that.
It's
I
not an
get that.
NBA right.
I
It's
get
not
that.
an NBA right.
I don't know why.
Because
then-
as far as the NBA professional athletes, you know, like these younger kids looking at you, like my son
Mikey.
know who Ja Morant is.
Yeah.
Like,
Mikey Williams situation, like
Wow.
I've been waiting to tell him like about this situation. Like it's one of those things to where, for example, they're gonna use Ja's situation as to be like, well, shit, Mikey probably saw Ja doing it, because that's how to, like, go back to your political thing. That's how they're gonna probably try to spin it. Well, Ja got caught with it, then Mikey caught these charges. I guess he looked up to him, so he said he can do it. I guess I can do it too.
I really feel bad for Mikey. I really hope.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Mikey,
I feel bad for
is
Mikey.
one of those. To me, I feel like Mikey about to be one of those. Could be one of those.
Supposed
like,
to be one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I feel bad for Mikey because Mikey, like, I've been watching him for a while, and I feel like he one of those. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he, like, got that gift. Like, he could be one of the faces of the NBA when it's his time. But that gun situation, I really didn't read into it. I just saw the title of it, and I was like, damn. not Mikey Williams. Like he already making money off of NIL and all
Puma.
that type stuff.
He got a Puma deal. He got all
And
kinds of
I
deals.
brought up the point. I think me and Remy was talking on the phone. I brought up the point of these young people probably making a lot of money too fast. Like, what would you be doing with 500,000 to $1 million at 16 years?
I feel like it should be some type of.
Huh?
I'm not gonna get no gun.
But I got access to it.
Well, no, I feel like you would get a gun because
your environment, bro.
Who around you potentially rob you? Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You're probably gonna have some
None of
protection.
my homies gonna rob me.
You don't know that. It would be somebody in your family.
If I put it like this, if I have the feeling that may be a possibility, I'm in the wrong environment. If I got the money to remove myself from that environment, I'm out.
Speaking as you now, being older,
yeah.
Do you think your mindset would be that at 16, 15 years old?
Bro.
And honestly, it should be some
crazy.
type of stipulation too, to where the parent or somebody is kind of like controlling how much it's given at a time, just kind of like in a trust. Like you get some, when you turn, I don't know, 18, or you get some more when you turn like certain ages. Like they should slow the pace of how much they get.
It might,
and not all at once. I don't know if it is all at once. I would
be
but
surprised if it's not. But at the same time, I'd be like, Mom, like, hey, give me that shit. I'll stop playing basketball. And
I cut all everybody's water off.
Like,
none of us eat.
And honestly, the parents will probably think like, damn, we got the money to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
but what we essentially saying is, as soon as we get money, we turn into thugs. Like that's what it sounds like.
We just do a lot of stuff.
We get the strap. Like, why?
Nah, I just think we do a lot of stuff and just so much around us is going on. We paying for this person. Yeah. Like that. Far as
you ain't talked to in years.
Far as Ja, that might have been his strap, but far as Mikey, that probably been somebody around him that had a situation going on, and all of a sudden,
wrong place, wrong
time type situation,
which is very unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
because I want to see you play, bro.
Nah,
I definitely want to see you play.
But do I think, far as Ja, do I think any of this is affecting like his sneaker brand? I think people still gonna support.
It's already showing.
It's all showing.
It helps.
Like I think people just gonna support.
Yeah,
I think people just gonna support. I do still want to see him play basketball, but as far as sneaker brand and stuff like that, I think Nike is smart to be like, yo, we not cutting him off yet. Like, yo, we gonna keep you around.
Yeah, I think they might be contributing to like whatever help you need. Let's get you the right help, and so you don't be in these type of situations again. Because that's how I will approach it. That's a big story
for them, for him and Nike. If he come back, goddamn.
Going crazy.
In which he will. In which he will.
That's a big story for them.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Nike pretty good at keeping people on payroll. They did the same thing with Kaepernick too. Yeah. I mean, that's two separate situations for sure. They be looking out for they people.
This. Got you, bro.
And I like the Josh situation. Like, honestly, I don't know, for some odd reason, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that turn the leaf. Like we always talk about how even when AI Bot got his Reeboks, like when he got his Reebok endorsement, like you would never think after a situation like that, like you said, you would be blessed and be put in that situation. Yeah. Just like B just said, like it may be one of those things. The support is showing. That AI effect might be in effect right now. Like, okay, we understand what you did, but since we just die hard and we really want to see you play and we just feel for you because you're not the first person to mess up. We all make mistakes. We could talk about Gilbert Arenas' situation when he brought the gun in the locker room. We still let Gilbert Arenas play.
Gilbert a wild boy though.
Right, it's like several different situations.
So it's one of those things. That's why I say, like, you can't. Everybody mess up. Everybody has it's just about how far do you want to go to also fix that correction. So come on, man, get back in the league.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It'd be all right. What y'all think that punishment gonna look like though?
What they say already? They said 40 games.
I think we said
30 to 40 games.
30 to 40 games.
Oh, is it still with pay though?
Y'all just might as well not even plan to be in the playoffs, Memphis. Don't even plan it.
Hey, let y'all maintain and y'all can get like a 6 or 7.
They already
no,
bruh.
It's all
no, we can talk about this offseason, but what they did to Dylan Brooks is crazy.
Sent them to China.
I ain't gonna lie.
What Dylan did to Dylan Brooks
It's crazy, but they
Nah, bro,
still
what
should
Dylan
have did that, bro. They
No.
did him dirty. Like I never ever.
I ain't never seen that.
That shit was dirty.
That
shit
joke was
dirty,
great.
man.
He has no chance to
But
give me
big up
sign. I've never seen that.
Big up some more congratulations. Big up to Kevin Durant getting a Nike.
Lifetime.
Yep.
That's
He
major.
deserved it.
KD.
That is major.
One of the best scorers ever
Easy
in the
money
NBA.
sniper.
Deserved
He
it.
deserved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up to KD.
Steph got a lifetime deal too with Under Armour.
Yeah, I'm about to go get some of them.
Absolutely.
He lied,
So,
but
so
He ain't getting those.
Hey, Steph, we fool with you.
before we get off this, so y'all,
But we ain't getting them
me and
bits.
Remy, y'all doing the K-Swiss
Man, I'm
challenge?
standing on it, man.
Yes, like I don't know why you think this can't be
K-Swiss
possible. Like
The
what's
K-Swiss challenge. You heard it here live.
Challenge.
Come on now.
What
Like
does
why do
gonna
you
run
feel
down
like
the
this
K-Swiss
is so
challenge.
Oh yeah,
hard?
this consists of I get to
Do
pick my.
we?
No.
We get to pick
get
our
to
own
pick our
K-Swiss.
own.
Get to pick the K-Swiss.
No, we get to pick our
No,
own
we get to
K-Swiss.
pick the K-Swiss because we don't have the problem. Y'all do.
Y'all
No.
do.
I don't have a problem with
Y'all
K-Swiss.
gotta pick. Nah,
Oh, so
y'all
now
gotta
never had a
pick
problem
the
with K-Swiss.
classic K-Swiss.
No,
I
no,
said
no,
the one.
not
I'm
rocking
gonna
right
pick the
now.
ones I wore in
I'm not
school.
rocking right now. That's not happening.
No,
Like,
I said we get to get.
Y'all gotta pick the classic K-Swiss.
I'm picking the ones that I wore as a kid.
Yeah, I'm getting the ones I wore as a kid.
I'm getting the ones that I wore as a
Get
kid,
the
which
ones I
are the
wore as a
classics.
kid.
Nah.
So good people, we're
Dead
gonna tell y'all
ass.
about the K-Swiss challenge.
Y'all gotta wear the nurse
time
ones.
limit? What we doing? This
Those are
the-
the ones I
this
wore
the-
as a kid. If I'm
What's
thinking of what
the
you
time
talking about.
limit? Is it what we in? We June
We in
1st,
June now.
June 1st.
Yeah.
Let's
So
make
by
it by
August 1st.
let's make it by
August?
episode.
Huh?
Let's make it by episode.
So
like,
this first episode,
this is the first
by
episode.
fifth episode, to make the fifth one special by fifth episode.
We going K-Swiss on these fools.
Yeah, like
K-Swiss
I don't understand
challenge.
why you don't think we can
So-
pull a fit
all
off
our
a K-Swiss.
customers-
So y'all telling me y'all going full K-Swiss Streetwear Fashion Week?
I do it.
You look like you want to say no. You really like nah.
K-Swiss, give us a deal because we about to go crazy with the K-Swiss challenge.
Cause you
I'm not
forget.
gonna tell y'all to do that.
Cause you
I'm gonna tell
forget.
y'all to
Listen,
do that.
if I gotta wear,
my full
I'm a
K-Swiss
designer,
on
so it'd be like a collab with K-Swiss.
We
I
gonna
was-
say by the
You said I'm
fifth
not doing it.
episode.
I'm not doing it.
Fifth
Hey,
episode
K-Swiss,
of
we feel
Fifth
y'all.
Fashionably.
Yeah, fifth episode.
Yeah, fifth
Yeah,
episode.
I'm standing on
Fifth
fifth
episode.
It's just a matter of just finding them, honestly.
Much love to K-Swiss.
It's okay.
man.
Go online.
Right.
Got order.
Much love to K-Swiss.
Send us a poster or something,
get-
not the shoes.
I used to see this.
I want to track.
Let's collab K-Swiss on these
Yeah.
haters over
Haters,
here.
and we could do a whole.
Bro, when I used to
Come
see
on.
a chick wearing K-Swiss, I used to think automatically they could fight.
That's a stereotype for white Air Forces.
Black Air
No,
Force.
Oh, black
that
Air
nigga where I
Forces.
was at, nah,
Nah,
that
any
where I
color,
was
any
at.
color. You had
Really?
to be
Nah,
able to
because
fight.
even my cousin, he was like, I didn't want to talk to any females that wore white or the black Air Force because that's a sign
no,
back
why-
where we from that you fight. So how do you get that from
The white
K-Swiss?
forces is
Because-
cool to me, but the black forces is different.
But
can't
how?
wear black
But
force.
how do you get
I ain't gonna
K-Swiss?
trust
Mello
you
said
to
he
wear
bringing
black
back the
forces.
blacks. The
'Cause
black
they always
force.
wore it.
Who
Mello. Mello said he bringing back the black force.
Carmelo?
Yeah. The fact that you had to ask.
I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to Mello, man.
I mean,
you
the
retired.
Tiffany
He signed to
collab was
Jordan.
cool with the
Yeah, shout out to Mello, man. We fool with you.
Nah,
Good.
all
Congrats
black
on the
forces. Nah,
full
The
career,
Tiffany
man.
was
I ain't gonna
cool.
trust you,
The
bro.
Tiffany collab with
But
the
they
blue.
had a little blue in it.
I said that's why those
The
was cool. That's
K-Swiss
it.
challenge.
I
But
never.
the all black
I would never wear
forces
all
are
black.
one. I can't trust you.
I'm on the
around
K-Swiss.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
B and Remy, fifth episode.
Easy.
So what's,
Easy.
are they competing against each other?
Nah,
No,
I
it's-
just want them to show up with a nice
With the
fit, with
K-Swiss.
a nice K-Swiss. They
Remember
can do
these
whatever to the
challenges.
K-Swiss.
It's okay.
Remember,
It's
it's
a
us,
challenge.
never them. It's us.
Very
never
easy.
Them.
It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all if we get the sponsor or not.
So you gonna get some K-Swiss too if you want
I'm
us?
not spending my money.
It's us versus
It's
them.
us, like we
Versus
said.
them.
It's okay, easy.
It's up to
K-Swiss,
y'all
send me
if we
some
get the
shoes.
sponsor or not.
Hey, that's
Say
easy.
the K-Swiss challenge.
We gonna
Give it to the.
we gonna work a different angle. Us three. We gonna.
Oh, y'all gonna try to
We
spin
gonna
it.
figure out.
Y'all gonna try to
We
backdoor.
gonna figure out a challenge for the
Don't
10th
do nothing
episode.
crazy, though.
Nah,
If
we
they
gotta
give us
no.
a deal,
Actually,
I'm gonna do a whole new brand, like a whole new logo in there. I don't want it to be the same. Like we're gonna have to do.
so
a
we get
whole-
to pick y'all's challenge, right, for the 10th episode, correct?
Absolutely.
Y'all can do that.
That's fine.
I'm
All right,
with this
fire.
shit.
Let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
with it.
That's fire.
Easy.
All right,
If
go
y'all
crazy.
pass y'all K-Swiss challenge.
Win.
K-Swiss
Win.
challenge.
If,
Win.
Go ahead and
all right,
order-
man. This
order
the
my
first
piece.
episode. Fashionably late. It's getting late,
But
so we getting the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
Out
Yeah,
of here,
man, little
deuces.